This is a Next Wednesday media production.
You know, fun, like ha 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 ha.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to GGTV. I know it's been a minute, life been lifing, but I just want to talk about one of my favorite comfort shows and my most favorite characters that were like in the main cast throughout this series. A Different World came out probably like I think like a year or two before like I was even thought of. But once it got like syndicated and they had the reruns, I used to watch it as a kid. And then once it got on streaming platforms, like I've always, watched it on there from well, for the first few times I watched it was from season 1 to the last season, and then I realized how much I didn't like season 1, so I would just start from season 2 because I feel like that's where the real like chemistry, the real main characters come into play. So this is a list of my favorite characters from the least favorite to the most favorite um from the most recent time I've watched the series. Okay, my first least favorite character is Denise. And I know the spinoff was supposed to be about her, but she was boring, which made the show boring. That's why the last like 2 or 3 times I rewatched this show, I never watched season 1. She just I don't know, it was just boring, nothing in her face. Look at her face in the picture. It was just no expression. The her and Dwayne arc, like if they had a really went somewhere with that, it could have been something, but they didn't. I guess the build up, whatever. But yeah, I ain't got too much to say about Denise. She was just boring, and that's that. Next up is the roommate, Jalisa. I didn't like not like her, but she was boring too. She was like the older divorcee going back to school, yada yada yada. Like, um, all in all, like, I don't know. We could have did with or without her character. Like, it her character wasn't giving. Especially like in the later seasons, like when she got pregnant by what's it? Damn, was it not the general? Was it the general? I forgot what they called the man. His name is Glenn Turner. Um, his character. But yeah, we could have did without Jalisa. Like her character arc was just meh, you know. Okay, so the next one is Freddy. Not gonna lie, she used to be my number one favorite. When I was younger, like in my 20s. But when I got in my 30s and I watched the show again, she was so annoying. Like, and I don't know if it was just like her voice and her antics and how like, how like she would just be real passionate about stuff. But like I would be watching the show, I'm like, dang, she really gets on my nerves. I really enjoyed her character arc, you know what I'm saying? Because she did go through like the change where she, like not permed her hair, but like, slicked her hair back. And who was the dude, that fine dude she was with, Shaza, like when he was like the hell happened to you? But yeah, Freddie was she was a bit much and annoying when she came on the scene from beginning to end. I liked her hippie vibe. I loved her style. However, like just she could not like be a person I would hang around. Like I would have to tell her to like, can you please just like hush for like 5 minutes or whatever.
We wouldn't be trapped. Hey man, it was your karma that brought down the power line in front of the door. Well, if you had just jumped out of the second story window like I told you, you could have opened it from the outside. That's it. you keep your hands up. Trauma, trauma. I never thought I could hurt another human being. But you're not human, you little beast.
Okay, next up is Kim. I should have switched her and Freddie, because Kim got on my nerves too. But I liked her. She was the more like logical type character, but like into her books and stuff like that. She party when she wanted to and all of that. Um, yeah, I should have put her before Freddie because I definitely like Freddie before her. Then I could have sworn they said they was cousins at one point, but maybe that was just the episode where they was just playing because she ended up dating the white dude. But my favorite episode with Kim was when she got the big head, when she was singing with Ron's band. It's like I think it's in the last season or second to last season, and she showed her tail. But it was funny, it was cute. I really like how her and Whitley's friendship is because she pretty much like humbles Whitley for the most part. And yeah, that's Kim. Also, for the most part, like I really hate her outfits. Okay, next up is Dwayne. I really loved his character arc, how he went from like a doofus, well, not a loser, but like a really big doofus to like not like a popular guy, but like he just, what I'm saying, morphed into like a handsome, well-rounded, still a doofus, but like I mean, he pulled Whitley, so you know what I'm saying? He got some steez, you know what I'm saying? So I really like how they morph like his character into somebody that you know gave the I ain't gonna say gave the losers hope, but gave guys hope. You know what I'm saying? Because some people they watch these shows and they get inspired and stuff like that. And he pulled the most bougiest girl on campus. So yeah, and on top of that, like him and Ron, their friendship is completely gold. Like y'all have to go and watch it and watch just like the dynamics of the characters and stuff because everybody changes throughout the seasons. And yeah, so Dwayne, you know what I'm saying, he got his girl. You can see the setup in season 2, and as it goes on you kind of see how Dwayne and Whitley become a thing, and that's why I like to go back and rewatch the shows and kind of like pick up on stuff like that. But yeah, that's the Wayne, y'all. That's the Wayne. So the last female in the countdown is my girl Whitley. Like I absolutely love me some her from season 1 to season, I want to say they got 6 seasons. And excuse me, the way, first of all, I love fashion or whatever, and I previously mentioned in Kim's part how much I like. Kim had some cute outfits, but they wasn't given. I love Freddy's style. I hated Jalisa's style, but Whitley, when I'm talking about like homegirl put it on, she put it on. And on top of that, like I really love the change in her character throughout the seasons because she went from being like bougie, stuck up or whatever, but it was still like don't try me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go there if I need to. Don't try me. I'm not the one. But also she was prissy, and that's like literally how I am. I'm not prissy though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not prissy. But some things I do turn my nose up at or whatever. But she is the most, like the older I got, I was like, she's more relatable to me. Whereas like in my 20s, I was more of a like Freddy type vibe. Not as annoying, but like, just, free spirited, not caring. She did care about stuff, but as far as like her spirit was free spirited. Anyways, Whitley though, Whitley was that girl from beginning till the end. And then the fact that she took a chance on Dwayne or whatever, given, you know what I'm saying, like his, how he was back then. And that's why I like to watch it, because you already know in the end they're going to be together. So then you kind of see, like when you watch it from the beginning, you literally see the build up to where they become them. And that's what I like. I love a good love story, and they got that. But Whitley though, my girl. Last but not least, we got my boy Ron. Okay, I try not to make this video too long. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I'll see you in the end results. But anyways, Ron was that dude. Now, in I think like the first two seasons, he was like real nerdy, real geeky or whatever, more like Dwayne's sidekick. But when you get into like season 3 on, that's when his personality like really comes out. Cause I feel like after season 1 or whatever, and it wasn't like a revamp. They just really got rid of the most boring person, which was Denise, but they didn't get rid of her because she was boring. But after they took Denise out the equation and kind of just focused on like Dwayne, Whitley, um, I don't know, like Ron, he wasn't like a main character, but like Kim, Ron, like Freddy, like basically the people who I talked about or whatever. Like once they started focusing on them and like giving like not like their backstories, but like like little storylines with them and stuff, you grow to love them. And as the seasons go on, like okay, so and I'll get into this in another video when it comes to like the relationship play out or whatever, because what's crazy is Ron had a crush on Whitley for like probably up until Dwayne started dating her. And I can't remember like what season they started dating in. But even then he would say little slick stuff. Even when they got married, he would say little slick stuff. And I'm like, now if that was your homeboy for real, you wouldn't be talking like that. Not gonna lie, from some of the stuff Ron was saying about Whitley, if he was my homeboy, I would have been done squared up on him. You know what I'm saying? He like two piece, one hitter. We wouldn't even be friends after that. Cause what you say about my girl? Excuse me? But and then to top that off, the whole him, Freddie, and Kim and Shaza love situation. But we'll get into that into another video. All in all, Ron is definitely my favorite. Like he had the most lines that made me laugh. Can't nobody say, what in the hell is that? What the hell did you do that for? Like freaking Ron Johnson. Like when I tell you, like he was the breath of fresh air in the show. That's exactly what he was, and he became more than Dwayne's sidekick. Like you actually felt like he was like a main character type. All right, y'all. Those are my favorite characters on A Different World. The main cast from least to most favorite. I tried to, keep it as short as possible. You know what I'm saying? So, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.